Back here at home, people are finally starting to thaw out after this week's Arctic blast that brought historic snowfall and painfully cold temperatures to much, if not all, of Louisiana.
That's right, and I spoke with meteorologists from both North and South Louisiana to see if this week's snowfall set any records. On this past Tuesday, Louisiana became a winter wonderland as several inches of snow covered the southern half of the state during an unprecedented winter storm. In New Orleans, snowfall reached 10 inches, tying a 130-year-old record, while many other cities in the area experienced similarly rare snowfall levels.
Houston, Lake Charles, Lafayette, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Gulfport, Pensacola, Charleston. We'll probably never see a map that looks like this again. Snow-covered from Texas to South Carolina. Truly amazing.
Although snow mostly remained south of Alexandria, North Louisiana Chief Meteorologist Marcus Walter says the northern region of the state faced temperatures significantly below freezing that will continue through the weekend. Wind chills made conditions feel like the single digits, raising concerns for individuals, pets, pipes, and plants.
Farther north across northern portions of the state, just a few flurries fell, so it wasn't as dramatic compared to the southern parts of the state. For us, cold weather was the larger threat, and that was definitely in place over the last few days.
Either way, this was truly an exceptional event for Louisiana, and experts like meteorologist Scott Pelier say being able to provide snow coverage for his state was among the best things he's done in his career so far.
I think tops the list because of the historical rarity. The most snow in New Orleans and Baton Rouge since 1895. In 2016, we had the historical flood in Lafayette and in Baton Rouge and Denham Springs. A lot of areas in South Louisiana had 20 to 30, even 40 inches of rain and historical flooding. That was such an anomaly, such a rare event that is up there, but flooding and hurricanes are something that I think as Louisianians, we are just more used to those things being possible, but we understand flooding. We know what flooding is, what it can do, and the strife that it can bring. We have never seen this.
But how does this happen? How does snow make its way to the south? Scott describes it as the perfect storm.
So it took two things, predominantly. You need a huge, cold, dense air mass. So perfect storm, if you will, to get the cold air and the winter storm, the actual low pressure system, to develop at the same time. It's just such a unique setup.
Now, both meteorologists agree that the likelihood of this phenomenon happening again is low. But hey, this is Louisiana, and miracles happen every day. Now to the moment that I'm most excited about, Victor. That's what's trending this week. Now, people all over Louisiana, including me, took to social media to talk about the historic snowfall.
We don't get things like this down here in the South, so everybody went a little crazy. Hey, remember when New Orleans had the New Orleans Brass, the hockey team? Well, they're gone, but hockey was back in New Orleans this week because they had ice all down Canal Street. If you've got the equipment, look. Puck, stick, skates, Canal Street, all to himself, playing a little ice hockey down there on Canal Street.
Look at him go. I love it. And guess what? Other people, well, they got out their skis and they took to the streets. And one guy, he said, who needs Colorado when you have Bourbon Street?
Head down there, hockey down Canal Street, skiing down Bourbon Street. How about a little music in the snow? Cajun fiddler Amanda Shaw, well, she bundled up and gave a performance in the snow outside of her house. Take a listen.
Now, it doesn't stop there. The music doesn't stop, but guess what? Some LSU students, now, they had a little bit of fun, too. And one guy got on a snowboard. Looks like so much fun. I think I would have done that. And guess what? Cheers everywhere.
Gus has done it. Wow. Incredible scene here.
You would have done that. I would have been picking you up, trying to get you to the hospital, right? To make sure you weren't hurt too much. Also in Baton Rouge, people rushed to City Park for some winter fun. Our producers' kids, Ben and Ellie, well, they got creative sledding down the hills in a cardboard box. Most Louisianans don't have sleds, so they got creative with boxes, pool floats, even mattresses. In my neighborhood, one was being towed in an ice chest. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to have some fun in the snow.
You got to love it. A mattress? How creative. Now, guess who else had a bit of fun? Mike the Tiger. Now, he was running around in his enclosure, and he really looked like he wanted to get on that inner tube over there.
Yeah.
I think I would have.
And a lot of the social videos, it's their pets having a great time in the snow. There's no doubt about it. And former pro baseball player and ESPN commentator Ben McDonald, well, he also got in on the fun. Take a look. He was doing donuts in his airboat in the snow. Nothing like gliding on the top and doing some donuts out there, kicking it off.
Oh my goodness. Now, listen to this. Even areas as far south as Grand Isle, can you believe it? They got their fair share of snow, and here's a family. They're making snow angels, and look at their dog. He got in on the fun. You talked about pets earlier.
Yes, indeed. And hey, don't forget, it is the Mardi Gras season, even though we just had inches of snow in South Louisiana. So in true Louisiana fashion, a brass band showed up in the French Quarter, didn't get hit by the hockey puck, but they decided to make a little parade in the snow, playing some music, giving everybody down there a lot of fun.
Well, that's typical Louisiana. The music doesn't stop, but I'm so happy to see everybody just enjoyed the snow, and hopefully we won't see that again anytime soon. Although it's supposed to get cold in February, I don't know.
It is, but we don't know if there'll be snow, but everybody certainly enjoyed it while they had it here. There's no doubt.
That's right.